Hello everyone, and welcome to another Tales of Crestoria video with me, Azahel. Today we're looking at the new event that just started a couple days ago, Blue Sea's Midsummer Rescue. And this event is okay. I would have expected something better right before anniversary. The stones that you get from it are kind of mid. The Hisui stone gives crit damage plus 95%. Pascal stone gives plus 15% evasion rate to water allies. It's kind of mid. The battles aren't super difficult in my opinion. I'll be showing you why I think it's not that difficult, because I'll run through the level 15 evil stage and the raid in this video just to show you again why I honestly don't think it's that difficult. I'll be soloing both, and yeah, we'll get into that in a bit. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the event format. So first you go through the story of the event. 9 things as usual, alternating between story and battles. Battles really easy because it's normal difficulty. And then you go into your battles, and when the battles, you have the 15 stages, stage 11 to 15 are evil, and you get the little conches from that you have down here. You get the conches from the battles, which you then use to open a raid, and when you complete the raid, you get these gear items that you then use for the exchange. So they're kind of forcing you to do a little bit extra in order to clear the exchange. You don't get event points from the raid. You only can get event points from the battle. So if you want to clear your 500,000 event points for all of the rewards from the event points, you only have to do the battle. If you want to clear the exchange, you have to do the battles to get the conches, but then do the raids to clear the exchange. It's a little extra, so I honestly don't like it when they do it like this. I would much rather they just, have you do a raid or have you do the battles. Either or. I don't like it when they force you to do both. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into why I don't think this event is really that much difficult. I'll be showing a guide, or we'll do it. Go ahead and do a guide, but I hope you don't need too much of a guide for this. So this is the team I can use to clear this. I have this team there for the raid primarily, and we'll get into that in a second. But I took a second to try and see if I could clear it off of the level 15 evil raid, and I can with a little bit of luck, with no one dying. But one of the reasons why this isn't really that difficult is the Spirit Blessing, because it's a fire recommended element, and you have a level, if you've been able to clear all of Ifrit, you have a level 10 Spirit Blessing with some really good stats adding on to your fire element team, and it just makes it, makes them a little bit tankier, it makes them hit a little harder. So my suggestion for this is, you'll want to have at least a healer and just one really strong DPS. Everyone else in your team doesn't matter. So I just have Micelle in there. She's my worst fire healer, and I have Stan, who is pretty much my best fire DPS, but I still can get affinity points on him. So this is a team I'm using to farm affinity for right now. So I can get affinity points on Stan, that's why I'm still using him. Won't use Emil. We'll go into it and you'll see why I think this isn't really that difficult. So it's a big rock guy, but he doesn't really have that high a defense. He resists poison, burn, curse, and the doom. So you know, you can't use those to deal a whole bunch of damage to him. But he has higher defense, but not super high defense. He has an ability, the Sky combo puts Wildfire on you, and there's one where he slams down. I don't remember what it's called, but it does defense down for a turn. Other than that, there's not really much. Reed is the only one that will take a huge amount of damage. Everyone else really won't take a bunch of damage. So we'll just go ahead and we're just going to attack. And we'll see, he should, I think last time he attacked Reed the first turn. So we'll see what he does, yeah. So see, Reed takes a lot of damage, but it's not really an issue. You know, he'll go Sky combo next, and we'll see. Oh, messed up a little bit there. So you can see it puts Wildfire, does quite a bit of damage, but you know, we can also just, you know, not really worry about it too much, as we can just break him with Stun. And then do a lot of damage, so you don't have to worry about the Wildfire. And then next he'll be putting defense down on me, on one of my characters, using his slam attack. We'll see what it's called, I completely forgot what it's called. Giant Smash. So you can see it doesn't do a lot of damage, causes defense down, only lasts a turn. It's not really a big deal. You see, got a little unlucky there, he targeted Reed with the Giant Smash. So, a little unlucky, but if he doesn't target Reed there with the Giant Smash, if he targets one of the fire characters, it's an easy win with no KOs. But this is the reason why I think that it's just not a very difficult battle, and you can see there, just one good DPS is all you need to clear this. Ston was able to just do an inordinate amount of damage to break him on his break gauge, and also to just absolutely destroy him with his Mystic Art. So let's go ahead and take a look and go into the raid so you guys can see why I do want to actually switch Mao out for Yuri. Even though Yuri can't get any more affinity points, he's maxed out. I do want to just go ahead and put Yuri in so I can get the bonus drops, because I want to clear the exchange as fast as possible. So yeah, so this team, there's a reason why we're using this team into the raid, and we'll tell you why here in just a moment once we get into it. And sorry if I don't sound too excited about this event, guys. It's just it is a mid event and it does not excite me too much, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up and a guide if you haven't been able to get into it or get that far into the event. I just wanted to show you guys what's going on, give you a little bit of a guide on what you can do, and see why you don't really have to use your best team, or why even if you don't have a good fire team, it's still possible to clear this. So if you look at the Deepterror here, he does not resist any ailments. So one of the reasons why I have Guy in my party especially is because he has 100% burn chance. So you can just burn him to death. And then when Reed dies, I have Mythos coming in to cause poison and defense down. So, I mean, just spam your burn abilities. So this has a 40% chance to cast burn. And Ston has a 30% chance to cast burn. So you just spam your burn abilities and just burn him. And hope you land a couple of those small percentage chance burns to burn him to death. So landed 2 burns there. See, and he doesn't do a lot of damage. The only person who'll really do a lot of damage to is Reed. The damage on the fire units will build up over time, but it won't really result in their death. Even with a healer like Misella, who has a single target heal on a long cooldown, on a 3-turn cooldown, it doesn't really matter. As you can see, the burn damage is ticking down on the break gauge. So it makes it really easy to break him, because it's just ticking down on the break gauge. And See, he's broken already. Didn't even, only attacked him once. Didn't even have to do anything really. And then we can get a lot of damage onto him with the criticals from our DPS characters. This is why this raid is easy, because he's not immune to ailments, so you can just bring in your just strongest status effect and status ailments teams or characters. They don't even have to be fire. They don't have to be fire DPS. You could bring in Forte, you could bring in Mikleo, you know, you could bring in just whoever you have that has like 100% chance to cast some sort of ailment, because he does not resist any ailments. And just spam abilities. So you can see I haven't healed Ston yet, but Ston is doing just fine for now. He's got plenty of HP at the moment. I'll eventually be putting a heal on him, and the next time Micella's heal is up, I will heal him. So you can see we're slowly just kind of chipping away at him, and the burn just continues to just do the work for us. And we don't even really have to try. So that's why this raid really isn't that hard, guys. It doesn't take a long time. Even with if I were to use my best fire team, this raid would probably be over in 3 to 4 minutes. But because I'm using this team, it's not really my best. It takes a little bit longer. The burn does help out a lot though. If I were to bring more status effect units too with 100% chance, it would definitely go a lot faster as well. Guy is a really good unit for this again though, because he's got that 100% chance to burn, but he's also got a 100% chance to decrease attack on his Mystic Art. So he's a really good unit for this if you have him. I would suggest bringing in Guy if you do have him. So you can see Reed eventually does die, but when Reed dies, Mythos comes in, we just poison him. Poison him, defense down, and just make this raid go a lot faster. Reed is basically there just for early DPS, and also just because the bonus drop. And Mythos won't be putting out a lot of DPS, but that's fine. We don't need him for the DPS. That's not what he's here for. So I'm gonna just actually. I know he's broken and I can do a lot of damage with my Mystic Arts, but I just wanted to wait to do some damage with Mythos's hit count here with the Mystic Arts. Nice damage, 327,000 off of that, not even a critical, so really good damage off that one right there. See, even though, you know, Guy and Ston are getting low, I'm really not too worried about it. Because again, I have that single target heal from Micella that's coming up soon, but the burn is also ticking down on him, and I have my poison coming up, and it's doing my connection issue thing. But yeah, I'm going to be able to basically burst him down here momentarily. The only one I really want to keep alive, actually, or keep healthy, is Ston, because he's the only one that really does an inordinate amount of damage. Just use Octo Roll. I think Mythos is dead here. Oh, the Flood Wall barely does not kill him, so we can actually get a lot of hit gauge off on him, and as we're ticking around on this hit gauge, that poison's going to tick down and pretty much break him for us. And then just hit a whole bunch of damage here. Yeah, see, and Guy and Ston kill him there easily. So, again guys, this event isn't too difficult. You don't even have to use your best squad. You can easily grind affinity both on the event battles and on the raid. You don't even have to use your best team for the raid, so you can still grind affinity. See, this is why we use Reed and Yuri here. Get some bonus drops for our exchange clear. So that's the Blue Seas Midsummer Rescue event, guys. That's what you need to do in order to get some good rewards from this event. The only things that are going to be worth it are the rewards from the event points and the exchange. Even the event stone isn't worth it. I would still keep them, guys. Do not convert them for gold. It's pointless, but just keep them because you'll be able to use them if you want to build, say, a bow substone grid, or a gun substone grid. They will be good stones to put into those grids. I would not use them for equipment on any character, but they could be effective in substone grids if you're building a bow or a gun substone grid. So that's it for the event, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for coming to take a look at the guide. See, we cleared both the battle and the raid in about 15 to 16 minutes, and that's with a lot of talking and a lot of stalling. So as you can see, you can clear it pretty quickly. You can easily grind this event. So thank you once again, guys, for tuning in and for checking out the guide. Hope it helps if you are struggling with the event a little bit. And thank you once again for all the support. Like the video if you liked what you saw or learned something new. And subscribe to the channel so that you know when more Tales of Christoria content is coming. We'll be working on another intro video soon. Streaming Scarlet Nexus and or Genshin Impact possibly if you guys want to see that. Comment down below if you do. And again, I got an intro video coming soon, and we'll be talking about hopefully the Spirit Trial soon if I can find the time to do it before Bandai Namco releases more stuff. And so thank you guys again, and have a wonderful day. Peace.